So we know about 6 hours away in Richardson, Texas, that police arrested a high school student on Wednesday after he was allegedly walking to a local high school with a rifle. Now, the incident took place at LV Berkner High School. Here's the picture here. And here's how it went down. So Richardson Police received a phone call from a business in the area reporting a male holding what appeared to be a rifle while walking toward the school. Now, after a search was initiated, officials were able to learn that the male was a student of the school. And here's what WFAA staff reported. The suspect was located, but no weapons were found, presumably on his persons. Police located the suspect's vehicle in the parking lot, and inside, officers found what appeared to be an AK-47 style pistol and a replica AR-15 style Orbeez rifle. The student was arrested and charged with unlawful carrying weapons in a weapon-free school zone. Now, these charges definitely are going to be at the felony state level, so there will be some severe consequences. But you also have to ask yourself, how did this young person, this child, get this weaponry that shouldn't be available to citizens no matter what age they are? Richardson Police said that no other details will be released about the suspect due to his age. Again, he is a child. Berkner High School and nearby Spring Ridge Elementary School were placed on lockdown protocols during the incident. And according to a letter sent to parents, Berkner was on secure and then lockdown status for 50 minutes. And in the aftermath, well, the Richardson Police Department, all they did was post on Facebook encouraging that the public stay vigilant and report suspicious activities. This is, again, a day after 19 children are massacred and murdered, and 2 teachers at their school. This is a problem. Texas is a problem. These lax gun laws are a problem, John.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, and I feel terrible for everyone in the school. As soon as they hear anything about a lockdown, they're terrified that it's happening at their school. Many of these kids will have already had that fear. There will have been some sort of threat or something will happen that makes them think that they're just the most recent shooting targets. And so when the parents hear about it, they've got to be terrified, as if all of the parents in Texas aren't already terrified. Think about being a teacher in Texas this week, having to go into school the next day, being terrified of what can happen. I have members of my family that are teachers in public schools in Texas that I can only imagine how terrified they must be. In this case, we don't know exactly what the person's objective was. Apparently, we're not gonna find out. But in terms of the law, there's a couple of aspects of this that we can talk about. One of the crimes that he's apparently being charged with is bringing guns into a gun-free zone. Well, all the right is saying these shouldn't be gun-free zones. So if they had their way, he wouldn't be able to be booked on that. He would be able to walk in with the gun, and apparently it wouldn't be considered a problem. And now that he's done this incredibly suspicious thing, we don't know exactly what the purpose was, but it was an incredibly suspicious, threatening thing. Should he be barred from owning weapons in the future? I think that seems like a pretty safe precaution. Have him be screened by a psychiatrist or something like that. But the right wouldn't want him to be barred. They don't support red flag laws. They don't support people being barred in these sorts of situations. So again, they would, like in this case, the cops and whoever gave the tip, the system worked, but they would disarm them from the tools that they have right now, and they wouldn't use this information to stop violence from happening in the future.
No, they wouldn't. And also the fact that this is a kid that's carrying this weapon. Again, we have these young people with access to these deadly weapons that shouldn't even be accessible at the civilian level to begin with. We do not need this militarized state and having these citizens with this warfare material, because that kid shouldn't even been able to buy them. And he probably didn't. So how did that kid get them? The thing is that we need to remove these assault rifles from people's possession, because essentially people don't know how to act. We can't have them because we don't know how to act responsibly with them.